we have another NFL thing to talk about today, and this time I will not be as complimentary as I was a couple days ago. So for this one, the NFL has, for the 2025 season, banned smelling salts. A lot of times, especially the FDA has come out and says that smelling salts can really hinder a neurological exam. It can make it so it's difficult to know whether a player has sustained a concussion, because they're basically kind of inhaling this alertness drug. It's not really a drug, but it's this thing that just makes you kind of just like, oh, okay, I'm awake. I've seen it used in boxing matches and things like that. So the NFL has decided, all right, we're gonna go with the FDA and with scientists, and we're gonna say we're gonna ban teams from being able to supply smelling salts to players. However, they did not ban personal use of smelling salts on the sideline. So anybody on the team can have access to smelling salts in their own personal space and area. They can just provide them to themselves. So they have not eliminated the use of smelling salts, and in fact they've actually made them a little bit more dangerous, because at least if the team is providing them and they were legally able to do so, they could track that. They could know this person had so many, snorts of smelling salts, or however they decide to calculate that. I have no idea. Uses of smelling salts. And then if they sustain an injury during that game, they can kind of have an idea of how many times they've already used smelling salts. There's no actual data out there. I attempted to look for it very briefly, but they estimated back in 2005, that's kind of the only thing I could find, about 70% of players were using them at that time. So my guess is that number has not changed significantly, and if it has, it's probably gone up. So almost every player out there, 3/4 of them, are using smelling salts, and now they're going to be using them, and they're not going to be tracking them. So now if they do sustain a concussion, none of the medical providers on the field, nobody who's looking at this, none of the trainers know how many times they've already used smelling salts and things like that. And so they really are going to be unaware of whether this person actually sustained a concussion or not. So NFL, you think you're doing a good thing, but really it's not even putting a band-aid on it, because it doesn't do anything. It just means that now, instead of the teams providing it, players provide it to themselves. All the exact same things happen, and it's even more dangerous because no one's tracking it. So not good in my book.